Starting with Melissa, what piece of advice would you give to a business so that they are able to stand the test of time?
Okay, thank you very much, Emily. I mean, there's so many things to say around that, but I think I will focus probably more around just on what comes to mind and the experience we've had with businesses as we've worked with them, particularly through our program. So I think one of the first commitments that's would be important for a business to do is the need to formalize your business. Yeah. Um, Sometimes when we start with businesses, maybe they haven't registered, and one of the targets, haven't registered the business formally, whether as a sole proprietor, a partnership, a limited liability company. So one of the goals we have that by the end of the program, they must register. There's an aspect of formalizing your business, even as we talk about you moving to the next level to meet, let's say, financiers. Today we are talking about access to capital for businesses, and I'll assure you that for you to qualify for many of these financing options we've talked about or mentioned today, there needs to be formalization. Yeah. And one of the other things is, I think the need for the business to commit to the work that's required. Elizabeth has talked about the training programs they have for their businesses, and that aspect is bringing on that intermediary even before you meet the needs of the financier. So whatever it is you need to do when you go into let's say a training program, and the consultants or people the team you're working with highlight certain areas that you need to address or certain gaps you need to address, then please do the work, because that is really laying the foundation for what you're proposing, that how does this business survive for the next 3 to 5 years. The basics have to be right. And some of those basics, apart from formalization, include, there's always that one recommendation: please separate your personal and business finances. Please have a way to record your transactions. Even if you can't afford an accountant full-time, can you outsource that maybe once a week or once a month, depending on the number of transactions you have? So those basics that are pointed out in the very beginning always go a long way to help a business. And sometimes it could be even the market that you're targeting. Sometimes we start a business because maybe a friend or another entrepreneur was featured and we thought, wow, what a great idea, let me start doing it. But have we done the homework? Do we have the capacity to start on maybe producing this product or offering this service? What does it take? So I think going back to those basics of just doing the work that's required, learning your business inside out, learning the transaction cycles of your business, because even when you go to the bank, they will ask you, how many days does it take for you to sell to your customer? How many days do they take to pay you back? How many days does it take if you're shipping a product, let's say from abroad? How many days does it take you? So do you even understand that cycle, so that when you're looking for financing and negotiating maybe a repayment period, you've established that it's 3 or 6 months, So yeah, I would say formalizing and being ready to do the work or close the gaps that have been highlighted, especially if you join, let's say, a program that's helping you upskill and get to the next level.